everyone, you're at the Dreamport channel, the place where we try to answer all your questions about the Dreamport opportunity to become an independent travel manager. Every day we receive a lot of questions, and specifically we receive a lot of questions about the role itself. What exactly you will be doing as an independent travel manager? Doesn't sound like a role that you see every day on your radar. So let's get into the technical definition of this role. As an independent travel manager, you will be helping our incoming clients with their travel arrangements, meaning that on a daily basis you will be using the most advanced travel database. You will be processing and preparing reports for your clients in accordance to their inquiries. You will be building trust and long-term cooperation with your clients with the main goal of turning them into your return clients. You will be participating in a long-term developmental training that will prepare you for your successful career. And of course, you will be receiving 24/7 support from our team to close all your deals. But what exactly does it mean in a simple way? In a simple way, it means that in accordance to your schedule, you will be logging into our platform. On our platform, you will be receiving the incoming calls from our clients that we send towards you who already have a travel inquiries. We will receive them towards you only when you actually press the button that you are available. Upon receiving these calls, your task will be to close the deals and to find the best deals for your client inquiry. After you will hang up the phone, you will go on our platform and search on our travel database the airline tickets or the car rental or any other travel products that your client needs. You will find the best deals for them. You will present it to your client and with your task to actually close the deal. The more deal you close, actually the better you present to your client, the more chances you get that those customers will actually become your return client. And that's where build your own business part comes in. Month after month, when all your incoming customers will slowly become your return clients, you will reach the point eventually when you can only work with your return clients. You don't have to take the incoming clients on our platform. You will be building your own travel business on your own schedule with your own return clients. Our agents who operate in this way, they are making up to $3,000 per month or even more. And that is real numbers. But you have to be ready that in the beginning, you will not be making this amount of money just because you will be only polishing your skills. You will be still in training. You still will be able to make the money if you will be actually putting the efforts. But all of these details you will learn after you actually pass the training with us. More details about how everything works at the Dreamport we will discuss in our conversation with Nicolas, who is a quality assurance director. So let's jump into our conversation.
My name is Jesse Patrick Santos Colanan, and my name in the company is Nicolas, and I'm currently the director of QML, or Quality Monitoring, Evaluation and Learning, in the Travolution Group. I've been working in the company for 11 years now. My journey began in the company as a travel agent. The passion for travel and helping people explore the world grew on me, leading me to build a career in this exciting field, and here I am now.
Okay, when you started as a travel agent, let's go back over there. How did you hear about the position? Did you have any experience? What happened in the first few months?
That's a very good question. I need to, remember. That was 11 years ago. I came from the Philippines and I worked in Expedia for a year, Expedia.com for a year. So I believe I do have I have had experience very shallow on the travel industry. So I found this company, and I applied, and I was confident with my very little knowledge that I will be able to succeed as a travel agent. And yes, I did apply, I got hired, and I just went through the process and learned everything from there.
Just go down the memory line. I just want to know what exactly it was for you in the first few months. How did you manage to actually sell airline tickets? Was it like easy for you? Was it fun for you? Was it scary for you?
I believe it's always scary in the beginning. Most people are worried about their personal skills and talents. I'm no different. When I was a new agent, I struggled and I did not believe enough into my own skills and talent. So yeah, it was very challenging in the beginning. I would say happily I had very good superiors at the time. So my superiors were able to guide me and support me. So I kept on striving and I kept on learning. And eventually, I found my own way, and I became one of the most successful travel agents back in my days.
Define one of the most successful. Like, let's digitalize this term. Let's put the number on it.
I work as an agent for, I believe, 1 year and 2 months, because I got promoted as a supervisor after a year and 2 months. So in the first 2 months of my career, I struggled, as I mentioned earlier. It was hard for me to make sales because, well, I'm not confident. I have not built my style, and I always get lost, along the conversation with the clients. But again, as I mentioned, I had very supportive and had very good supervisor at the time, and he guided me on this process. After 2 months, I found my own selling techniques and I found my own strategies, and I built my own client, well, not so much, but I have started building my client base as well. And then I became very competitive, within the company. I would say that from the 3rd month up until I got promoted, which is 14th month, I was top agent of the entire company for 8 months. I would say 8 out of 12 months, I was top agent of the company. Yeah, after all of the struggle within the first 2 months, I emerged successful. And that, I would say, is because of my supervisor. He helped me a lot. My manager, he was always there for me. And I was able to build my own skill, hone my skills and believe in myself more.
We all understand it was a long time ago, but still, how much you actually were making?
Oh, that time, I can tell you that I was making a lot, more than what I actually expected from a job, I would say, because that time I came to Latvia, and I am from the Philippines. So when I came here, I didn't expect actually that I would land a job that would cover all of my expenses, and even more actually support my lifestyle, and able to support from my family as well. So it's a good amount of money. Working as a travel agent is very profitable, more profitable than I would say many most jobs actually that you will ever find in the world. I would say with the company, if you work really, really good, you'll be able to support your financial needs as well.
What is the most ridiculous case that you've seen in terms of, I don't know, maybe you've seen an agent making, I don't know, like $5,000 per month? Like what is the most successful story that comes from generation of agents?
Probably more than the number that you mentioned. I remember when I was an agent, there was an agent which is a little bit older than me. I think she was on her 8th month at the time. Well, she got a call from a client, and this client is looking for a group ticket because they're going to a sports event in Europe. I believe this is a football match in Europe. So they had to fly as a group to this event in Europe. So they actually need, I can't remember, but it's a little bit more than 100 passengers. So they almost actually, filled the plane. And it was not easy because the travel agent and her supervisor needed to find options where they could accommodate the entire group. But eventually, actually, they ended up splitting those groups into different flights, but they will arrive, on the same day, so that they will still, make it to the match. And that 100+ agents actually gave her a lot of profit, apparently. And profit comes also commissions. So that's insane. That's crazy. Well, it's not actually extraordinary right now because it actually happens quite often because our company had become very popular. We are, one of the biggest in the world, and because of that, many clients are calling us to book tickets, and many of them are traveling as groups. But that one I remember was really because that time only a few of us. When I started as an agent, there only, I think I remember about probably 150 agents, and she got very lucky to get that call of 100+ customers, and she had a very good month. That actually closed her month. That one sale made her month, probably even 2 or 3 months.
Is it actually possible, like for instance, I live in India and I start working as a travel agent. In a year, can I save enough money to buy a house? Like, have you actually seen agents buying cars or houses?
Absolutely. I do believe it's possible. In a year, you said? If you live in India, only because I have many friends in India, so I know what is. buy a house and car in India. Yes, probably even in a month salary if you're very good. If you're very good and you're very experienced, you probably can even buy a car in a month, and a house probably in a couple of months. The best case scenario. The point is, it's very possible if you're really a very good travel agent, and you will be able to close many sales. It's possible if you live in India or the Philippines, or let's say some countries where the cost of living is cheap, but you definitely will have a huge sum of money if you work very, very seriously and very hard.
Okay. The Dreamport, it comes with a mission: build your own business from home. Can you please define what kind of business the Dreamport actually means when they say it?
I believe that your own business at travel with Dreamport represents an opportunity for individuals, for anyone actually, to become independent travel managers. It's essentially a business partnership with Dreamport. It allows that individual to operate as an entrepreneur within the travel industry. As an independent travel manager, that person has the flexibility to work with his own clients, returning clients and referrals, sell various travel products and services, and earn commissions from it.
Okay, but have you seen with your own eyes during all those years with the company that people manage to build their own business as travel agents? How actually it looked like in reality?
Absolutely. I probably can share one example. We had I remember one agent before. She was one of my agents when I was supervised in the company, and her company name is Sarah, and she worked for 2 years in the company, and during that time she was able to build a huge return of client base, and a lot of referrals too. And on top of that, she was able to find her own selling strategy. She's very good at selling, and yes, it definitely looked like she was able to make a business out of it. She's like an entrepreneur, having her own returns, referrals, calling her directly, and her selling them tickets using the company's tools and equipment. For me, that's how you operate as a business.
For the freshers, how fast people actually learn?
Based on my personal experience, that I said earlier, it took me 2 months to finally get my own style. However, the first 2 months it doesn't mean that you will not really, make a sale. That's not even gonna happen. It's just that you will find your own strategies, your own techniques, and your own, way of selling. And you will build client base starting from the third will call you back with referrals and returns. But the first 2 months, I would say, is something that is a sort of middle of training and the sales floors. That's sort of the stage where you really try to learn more things about the industry and how you find your own style. But yeah, again, it doesn't mean that you will not be able to sell. You should be able to sell. You should be able to provide for your needs within the first 2 months. But really, all of the good things, and it gets easier from third month onwards. That's, I believe, is a good timeline of success. However, when you reach, I would say, 6 months onwards, your clients whom you book tickets in your first and second month will repeat their travel, after a few months, and they will call you back for more tickets, and then they will refer you to their family and friends. So generally it gets better and it gets easier as you move, forward into your career with Dreamport as a travel agent. But the first 2 months, a little bit rough. You learn everything from there. You build your own style. From the third to the sixth, that should be better, apparently. You find your own way. You find your own style of selling. And 6 months onwards, you get real experience during that time. And you will have a lot of returning clients and referrals that you can actually sell easily, very easily.
That was our first part of our conversation with Nicolas. I hope it actually was helpful for you. Remember, all the helpful links are at the description section. You will find the link how to apply over there. You will find email where you can actually ask some questions if you still have them. But remember, you can read all the necessary information on our website, dreamport.me. We put everything out there. Good luck, and we see you at the Dreamport.